So the day has finally come. It is day 10 of the Blessed Beginners Challenge, and I can't believe it's already come. It's come around so quickly. I have genuinely, absolutely loved connecting with each and every one of you, and I hope in the weeks to come, more of you will join in. And if you do, always message me, DM me. It doesn't matter when you're doing it. I want to connect. I want to help you as much as I can. So, for the people that have been doing it now, thank you. It's been amazing. Day 10, it's all about just consolidating everything, bringing it all together, and hopefully it's going to be a really fun flow. Each and every one of you should be just beyond proud of yourselves. I am so proud of each and every one of you. You have done incredible to even make it to day 10. So, whenever you're ready for the last time, in this series, we will hop on our mats and get started. So for the final day of the challenge, we will start lying down onto our backs. So if you come all the way down, either taking feet out long, or you can have your feet on the floor, knees to the sky, and just taking that second to settle into the mat, into the moment, and just finding your stillness, taking any last minute little fidgets that you need to take, and really just starting to feel the body relaxing down to the earth, really surrendering any hold of the body, trying to roll your shoulders down your back, wiggle the shoulder blades down. And just starting to observe today how the body feels. Maybe it's feeling quite different to the day one of the challenge. Maybe you feel a little bit more open. Maybe you feel a little happier, calmer. Or maybe you feel exactly the same, and that's fine. Just starting to turn all your attention inwards, really trying to tune out from the outside world. And then we'll take both hands onto the space in our belly and just starting to really slowly deepen the breath. So not being too forceful with it, just slowly puffing out the belly as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, sinking, softening down, and using the pace and the rhythm of the breath and that sensation of the rising and falling to really calm you and bring you into the present. Belly breath is a great way to calm our nervous system, and it's something that we can have with us at all times, no matter what situation you're in. You can always take both hands onto your belly and just start to breathe into that space, and it automatically kicks our nervous system into a more relaxed state of being. So if ever you're feeling nervous or anxious about something, come back to your belly breath. You've always got it. It's a tool you'll always have. And then before we start moving today, on day 10, I'm feeling very nostalgic about the whole thing, setting an intention for your practice. Maybe it's an intention that's just going to last this time that we are together. Or maybe it's something that you want to future manifest, something you want to work on for the rest of the day, the rest of the week, or just work on in general, just whatever springs to mind first. And once that intention has been set, taking your knees up in towards your chest, give yourself a really good squeeze in, give yourself a nice hug, and then letting arms fall out to your T shape, blinking open the eyes if you'd like to, and then letting your knees drop over to the left hand side, looking over the right shoulder, soft twist to the left. Just feeling that slight tension in the side of the ribs as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, melting, softening. Inhale, side of the ribs, extending through the side of your body. And as you exhale, relax down. One more breath in our twist. And then on the next breath in, we'll take our knees back up to center. As you exhale over to the right hand side. And with your twist, you just want to make sure that both palms are facing upwards rather than on the floor. We like this kind of rotation on our shoulders. And just finding your softness, really trying to relax it with every breath out. And then as you breathe in, come back through center, squeeze your knees up in towards your chest. And then we're going to take the soles of our feet to the floor so our knees are facing up towards the sky, prepping for your bridge pose. Hands come by your sides and just start to walk your heels a little bit closer towards you. Thighs are hip distance apart from each other. As you breathe in, start to squeeze up, driving through the glutes, your bum, rather than back bending like this. We want strong glutes and a slight tuck under of the tailbone. As you exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, drive up. Don't let your thighs flare away from each other. Keep them squeezing in. Like remember from our lower body day, like you're trying to squeeze a brick or a ball between your thighs. And as you exhale, slowly lower. We'll go for one more. I did a leg workout yesterday, so I can already feel these. Inhale, squeeze up. Really squeeze through the glutes, drive up, press into your heels. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Nice. We're going to kick our right leg up towards the sky. Reach around and grab the back of the right leg, making sure you're not holding that crease in your knee. You're just grabbing your thigh. As you breathe in, try to straighten your leg. As you breathe out, pull a little closer. Two more. Inhale. Think about the straightening. And as you exhale, pulling in. Breathing in, maybe you start to feel the shake in the back of your leg. Exhale, pull in, find that limit, but don't go past it. And then as you exhale, we're going to release the back of our leg. I want you to cross your right ankle over the top of your knee. So we've got this figure four position. And then reach through, grab around the back of the left thigh. Both feet are flexed. We go for 3 breaths here. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, pull your thigh towards you. Inhale. Exhale to pull in. Last breath. Feel that stretch through the outside of the right leg. And then gently release. Take the left foot back to the floor. Hands by your sides. And you're going to keep this crossover of your legs. So if you undid it, just put it back. Then we want to make sure our left foot is a little bit closer to us so it's not too far away. And as you breathe in, focus on pushing this right knee down towards the floor and start to lift your hips. We're going into a one leg bridge, so really squeezing up. As you exhale, try to control your hips, so don't let them swing like this. Slowly lower down. Control, squeeze your glutes, lift up. And as you exhale, slowly lower. Try to stop the swinging. Inhale, squeeze up. Try to level your hips, so take a quick look up. See if one hip's lower than the other. If so, squeeze it up. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Really nice. Kick your right leg to the sky. Give it a shake. Maybe you want to roll your ankle as well. And then take your right foot to the floor. We go to the other side. So inhale, left leg to the sky. Reach around and grab the back of the left thigh. As you breathe in, focus on the straightening. It doesn't have to be all the way straight. You can always have a soft bend in your knee. And as you breathe out, pull towards you. Inhale to straighten. And as you exhale, pull in. Last breath, feel the shake. Really nice. And then gently release the back of your leg. Cross your left ankle over the right knee. We reach through and grab the back of the right thigh. Both feet flexed. And as you breathe out, pull your right thigh towards you. Just noticing if maybe one side felt much tighter than the other. I often feel like my left side is way tighter than the right. One more breath. And then gently release the back of your thigh, right foot to the floor. Try to press your left knee down towards the ground, hands by your sides. And as you breathe in, start to lift and drive through that front heel and try to keep hips level. As you breathe out, lower down. Try to stop the rocking. Inhale, squeeze up, squeeze your bum. And as you exhale, lower down. Last one, inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale, slowly lower down. Unhook, give the left leg a bit of a shake and take your left foot back towards the floor. Taking both knees in towards your chest, give yourself a nice squeeze and hug in. Maybe you want to take some rocks from side to side. And then we'll take our hands underneath our knees, start to roll forwards and backwards, rocking on your spine. And then the next time you rock up, I want you to hold and pause in your boat pose. We've done these before. We're going to rock back, inhale, lift up, hold and squeeze. Rock back, inhale, lift, hold and squeeze. Use your core, squeeze it at the top to find that stability. We'll rock back, inhale, lift up, hold and squeeze. Last two, if you want to make it a little bit harder, hands come away, we rock back, inhale, lift up. Exhale, rock back, inhale, lift up. Holding here, 3 breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Use your core. Find your peace. Give yourself a smile if you're shaking. And then crossing legs over, reaching arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold forwards. Relax your head, relax your neck. Doesn't matter, as I always say, where your fold is today. Just be a bit kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up. If your fold looks like this, trust me, when I first started yoga, my fold was a lot worse. So just being kind, taking it slow. We'll take one more breath. And then as you inhale, sweep arms up overhead. Exhale, we're going to twist over to the left. Right hand hooks onto your knee. Left hand comes behind you. Breathing in, sit really tall. And as you exhale, twisting round. Try to relax your shoulders away from your ears. One more breath. And as you breathe in, hands come back overhead. Exhale, twisting to the right, left hand to your knee. Right fingertips are behind and staying light on those back fingertips. One more breath here, creeping around. And then as you inhale, sweep arms up overhead. We're going to roll over our knees, coming onto hands and knees in your tabletop. If you didn't quite make that, just sending your feet out behind and meeting us here. Inhale to lower the belly, lift the chest, coming into your cow pose. As you exhale, pushing around, chin to chest. Inhale, lowering the belly, lift the chest, roll your shoulders back behind you. As you exhale, pushing around, really pushing the floor away, separate your shoulder blades. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the chest. Last one, pushing around. Look towards your belly button. And then inhaling to a neutral spine. We're going to tuck the toes under. And then I want you to lift your knees just the tiniest bit away from the floor. So you're not going to lift too high like this. Tiny lift, squeeze your core up and in. So we inhale, lift, exhale, holding. And as you inhale, lifting up, pressing back to downward facing dog. We're going to flow like this. So exhale, controlled lower, long exhale, control your knees down. Inhale, press back up. So on the way down, you don't drop your knees, you keep them hovering. Rolling down, exhaling, lowering, hover. Inhale, lift back up, press up. One more, exhale to lower, really controlling on the way down. Hold and squeeze, you've got this. Push your shoulders out your back. And as you inhale, press back up, downward facing dog. Finding a nice comfortable down dog, so maybe you need to crawl your hands forward slightly. Press your chest back, bend your knees. Taking any wiggles, pedals that you want to take today. Just really feel it in your body. So don't worry what other people you've seen them doing. Don't worry if there's someone next to you and they're doing something different to you. Just feeling it in yourself. And then as you breathe in, look forwards, right toes step forward, left toes follow. As you breathe in, slowly sweeping all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. As you breathe in, sweep back up, look up. Exhale, big fold forwards, forward fold. We inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands come down, step back into your high plank. Holding here, pressing your shoulders out your back. Strong, don't let yourself collapse like this. Pushing the floor away. And then as you exhale, drop your knees down. We're going to crawl our fingertips forwards and then shift our weight slightly forwards. We're going to do those presses that we did on upper body day. So lowering just halfway, elbows stay close. Exhale, push back. Inhale forwards, lower halfway. Exhale, press back. Forwards halfway. Exhale, press back. This time we're coming all the way forwards, lower all the way down onto your belly and chest. Untuck your toes. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, hands. Exhale, chest lowers. And then we're going to take hands wider than the mat. Inhale, lift up. Don't lock your arms out. Keep a nice bend in your elbows and roll your shoulders down your back, squeezing your bum. Exhale to re-lower. Hands underneath the shoulders, re-tuck the toes, press up and back, downward facing dog. Taking a moment here. And then as we breathe in, we're going to send our left leg up towards the sky, three-legged down dog. Look forwards, take a big step forwards between your hands. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, lifting up into your low lunge. Hold here, find your breath. And then we're going to cactus our arms. And as we cactus, try to lift your chest up towards the sky and bend a little more into the front knee. As you push up, come out the front knee slightly and flatten your chest again. Exhale, cactus, lift the chest. Inhale, push up. One more, cactusing, open the chest, lean back, bending into the front knee. And as you inhale, push up. Hands come down, frame your foot as you breathe out. And we're going to walk our hands back into our half splits. If you need to wiggle the front foot forward slightly, please feel free. Inhale to try and lengthen through your spine. Keep a bend in your knee if you need to. And as you exhale, folding a little deeper. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale to fold. 1 more like this. Inhale. Exhale, folding. Crawling hands back forwards, frame your front foot. We're going to lift the back knee, so tuck your toes, and take the lightest step you can to the top of the mat. Hop forwards. Inhale, sweep up. And as you exhale, we're going to come straight back down, folding hands through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten your back. As you exhale, hands come down, stepping back into your plank pose. Left toes first if you can. Pushing your shoulders out your back. Holding here. 1 more breath. And then dropping your knees down. We're coming back to those presses. So walk your hands forwards just slightly. Shift your weight forwards. Inhale to lower. Exhale, pressing back, child's pose. Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale, press back. Inhale, halfway lower. Exhale, press back. Last one. Inhale, lower, lower all the way down to the ground. And as you breathe in, chest lifts up. Slowly folding back down, toes tucked, press back into your downward facing dog. Coming straight to the other side, we inhale our right toes up, look forwards, take a big step forwards between your hands. Back knee drops down, untuck your toes. As you breathe in, sweep up. Take a moment, catch your breath. Check your front knee isn't riding over the front ankle. And then as you breathe out, cactusing the arms, lift your chest. Inhale, press up. Exhale, cactus open. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, cactus open, leaning back. Inhale, pressing up. As you breathe out, hands come down, frame your front foot. We're going to crawl our hands back. Wiggle your front heel forwards, coming into the half splits. We inhale, try to flatten our back. And as you exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, think about the length. Exhale to fold. Last breath. And then crawling back forwards, hands frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee, take a really light step to the top of your mat. Folding, relaxing your head and neck. And then as you breathe up, roll up, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Press your thumbs into your heart space. Feel your heart beating and try to reconnect with the breath. Now is the perfect time if your mind is starting to wander. Bring it back into the present. Use that beat and pace of your breath and heart to bring you back. When you're ready, reopening the eyes. Breathe in, sweep arms up overhead. Send your weight into your left foot. And as you exhale, we're going to take hands to heart center and your right knee up towards your chest, one-legged standing pose. Find your stability here. And then softening into the standing leg, start to kick your right leg back behind you and take a really big step back. And as you do, we're going to reach our hands up overhead, land in your crescent lunge. Controlled movements. If you didn't get it, don't worry. There's always another side. And then as you exhale, opening up into your warrior two. Back toes face the long edge of the mat. And then we just want to make sure our front heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. Arms in our T shape. Holding here, squeeze your hips forwards, your knee to the baby toe side of your foot. Press it out. As you breathe in, we're going to straighten our front leg. Clap your hands up overhead. As you breathe out, warrior two, and see if you can get a little bit deeper. Inhale, clap up, straighten your leg. Exhale, warrior two. One more like this. Inhale, clap up. Exhale, warrior two, sink down low into it. And then as you breathe in, back to that clap overhead, front leg straightens, and we're going to come into our triangle pose. So our left hand comes down, right hand stacks on top. And you're going to think about squeezing your hips towards the way you're facing. Taking a breath in and out. Breathe in and out. As you breathe in, reverse triangle, right hand to your thigh, left hand reaches up and over. Find that stretch through the left side of the body. And as you exhale, we're going to bend into the front knee. Take our left hand down to the floor inside our foot, right hand to the sky. Hold here. Breathe in. If it doesn't quite make it, feel free to rest onto your thigh. One more breath. And then as you inhale, keep that lowness in the bend and see if you can lift just your body back to warrior two. Oh, we're sinking in deep. And then exhale, hands cartwheel down, frame your front foot. We're going to kick our left leg all the way up and back to the sky. Three-legged dog. Bending into the top leg, finding that scorpion tail we found right at the beginning of the series. You're going to point your toes over to the right, open up your hip. One more breath. And then re-extend the left leg straight. Take your left toes down, looking to the top of the mat, stepping forwards with the left toes and then the right toes. And then just heel toeing your feet slightly wider apart from each other. We're going to grab opposite elbows. Bend your knees and rock from side to side. Releasing through the backs of the legs, through your back. Just really hanging in that ragdoll. And then gently releasing elbows, rolling all the way up, one vertebra at a time. Let your head and neck be the last thing to lift. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reconnect. Heel toe your feet back to hip distance apart. And we go to the other side. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, weight into the right foot. Left knee lifts, hands to heart center. Find your stability. Look at a spot in front of you that's really still. So probably don't look at me. And then soften into the standing leg. Start to kick the left leg back behind you, chest forwards. And as you take your left toes down to the floor, arms reach overhead, finding that crescent lunge, high up on the back toes. As you exhale, warrior two, open up, readjust so your front heel is in line with the back arch, and just make sure your front knee isn't riding over your front ankle. I see this a lot in warrior two, and it's really bad for your knee joint. Well, it can be at least. Holding here. As you breathe in, hands clap overhead, front leg is straight. Exhale, sink deeper into your warrior two. Inhale, clap up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to lift, last lower, so make it a good one. Lower. And as you breathe in, arms overhead, right hand's going to tick top down away from the left inside your shin. Really try to rotate your chest up towards the sky and squeeze your hips forwards. So you're squeezing your bum towards the way you're facing. Breathing in Next time you breathe in, reverse triangle, left hand to the thigh, right arm reaches up and over. Find that length through the right side of the body. As you exhale, bending into the front knee, right hand comes down, left arm to the sky. And if this is really impossible for you, forearm to thigh. One more breath. You know what's coming. It's that low warrior two. We just move the body, keep the legs where they are. And as you exhale, hands curl down. Frame your front foot and kick your right leg up towards the sky. Opening up your hip to the right, bend into your knee and really point your toes over towards the left. Imagine literally like it's a scorpion tail. And then as you inhale, relift, right toes down, knees come down, untuck your toes, and we press back to your child's pose. Give your hips a wiggle from side to side. Reconnecting with the breath. Try to relax your head, relax your neck. And then really slowly relifting. We're going to tuck our toes under, press our hips up and back. And then looking forwards, maybe you play with taking a hop forwards, or you can just step if you don't feel comfortable. We'll take both feet, hop forwards, and come down into a little squat. From here, I just want you to walk your hands back and come to sit down onto your bum, feet out in front. Take a second here, just give your legs a shake, take any adjustments you need to take. Both feet are flexed. We're going to sit up really tall, hands by your sides. Now, this is a little bit of a fun exercise. It's really good for building the strength of your hip flexors, building that compression strength. So, as you inhale, we're going to lift our right toes and heel away from the floor. Lift, exhale, lower. It can be the tiniest lift, but try not to lean back like this because that gets rid of the compression here. So, inhale, left toes, exhale, lower. Right toes and lower. And sometimes you really feel it through your quads. So just bear with me. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Maybe it doesn't even lift, but you just make the conscious effort to try. And down. One more on the left, lift. Can feel my quads starting to cramp. And down, really good. Shake it out, lean back away from it. Nice. Now we're going to take our right knee up in towards our chest. Step it over the left thigh. Breathe in, sweep up. And as you exhale, twist to the right, hugging your knee with your left arm, right fingertips behind you. And I really want you to pull your right leg in towards your chest, so much so that you can feel a little bit of a stretch through the outside of the right glute or leg. Breathing in, sit tall. Exhale to twist. Really looking the way that you're twisting. One more breath. And then coming back to center, pulling the top leg all the way around so that your foot almost ends up by your hip. And we want to try and stack our knees as much as we can. This can be really hard for some people. So don't worry if your leg ends up somewhat like this. Doesn't matter, we're still going to feel it. You're going to flex through the left toes, lift the chest. And as you exhale, start to creep your fingertips forwards. You're not going to like me so much after this one. It's very good for your hamstring, for the nerves in the backs of the legs. 2 more breaths. Inhale, try and sit tall. Exhale, a little bit more fold. 1 more breath. And then slowly, slowly creeping forwards. Not so bad, not so bad. Unhook, give your legs a shake. We go straight to the other side. Left knee up and in. We step it over. As you breathe in, sweep up. As you breathe out, twisting to the left. So hugging with the right arm, left hand comes behind. Inhale, think about sitting tall. Exhale, pulling your knee up and in towards your chest and twisting around. Breathing in, exhale to twist. Twisting is my favorite thing to do if you haven't already realized. One more breath. And then as we breathe in, back to center, hands to the floor, and we're going to pull this top leg all the way around to try and stack our knees as much as we possibly can. Really trying to flex through the right foot, hands to the floor. Inhale to really sit tall. And as you exhale, start to creep forwards. Inhale to get long. Exhale, folding. I know this one can feel really quite hideous, but really just trying to breathe through it, soften through your face. And then slowly crawling back up towards you. Unhook, give both legs a shake. We're going to take our feet to the floor. Hands can hold onto the knees as you roll onto your back. Take a big stretch overhead, can feel really nice through the front of the body. And then taking your knees up in towards your chest to reverse the movement. We'll take our feet to the floor, hip distance. We're coming back into bridge, 3 bridges. So we inhale, lift up, squeeze up, pressing through your heels. Make sure you're squeezing your bum. As you exhale, slowly, slowly lower down. The next one, we're going to do something called robot arms. So elbows press down into the floor. This one's a little bit more of a back bend. So you're going to inhale, lift up. And as you do it, use a bit of your elbows to push the floor away and squeeze your hips up. Don't forget to keep wrapping your thighs towards each other. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Last bridge variation, hands are going to come to the floor. Just check that thighs are still hip distance. And then as you inhale, press through the heels. We're going to go onto our tiptoes, lift the heels, squeeze up. Then drop your heels and lift your toes, press through the heels. One more like that, onto toes, lift the heels. Onto heels, lift the toes, drive up. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Knees into chest, squeeze in. Take your arms out to a T shape, finishing the way we started. Both knees over to the left, look over the right shoulder. Just relaxing into this twist now. Nothing too forceful. Breathing in, feel that expansion of the ribs and the lungs. Exhale, feel the melting, the softening. As you breathe in, take your knees back up towards center. And as you exhale, twisting over to the right, look over the left shoulder and try to really relax your left shoulder down to the ground. Softening, relaxing. Taking one more deep breath in. One more breath out. And as you inhale, take your knees up to center. Give them a hug and a squeeze. And when you're ready, letting your legs come all the way out long to the floor, hands by your sides, wiggle your shoulder blades down your back, and just find that stillness again. Surrender back into the earth, back into the ground beneath you. Trying to release control of all muscles, even the face, letting your tongue really sit and relax down into your mouth. Let your eyeballs rest heavy in the sockets. Cheeks fall away from each other towards your ears. Surrender, relax. And slowly starting to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Breathe back into your belly space. Take a big stretch overhead. And then gently rolling over onto one side. Pause there for a second in your little fetal position. And then keeping eyes closed if you can, using your hands to lift you up to a nice tall seat, crossing legs over if it's comfortable. As you breathe in, sweep hands up overhead. And as you exhale, taking your thumbs to the space between your eyebrows, press into that space as you thank yourself for not just coming to practice today, but practicing through these 10 days, every day learning something new, learning to express your body, express your mind in new ways, move the body in new ways, and just learning something completely new for you. Taking hands down to heart center, truly thank your body. Send it a little bit of gratitude and love for everything it's doing for you, everything it has been doing, and everything it will do in the days to come. I thank each and every one of you for letting me share your practice with you, your yoga journey. From my heart to yours, it means the world. And gently bowing our heads and chests together. The light in me honors the light in each and every single one of you. Namaste. Oh my gosh, wow. 10 days of yoga together. I genuinely feel really just blown away and emotional right now because I just thank each and every one of you, like I just said, from my heart, for coming to practice with me, for allowing and trusting me in your yoga journey. I honestly am sending love to each and every one of you. As always, if you have any questions, if you just want to have a chat, please comment, DM me, whatever you want to do to connect. I will be there for you guys. And hopefully, I will be able to bring you something very similar sometime soon. But please go back, keep doing your favorite videos, keep doing the ones that you like the most, maybe doing the one you didn't like the most to get better at it. And I will see you back on the mat very soon. Love to each and every single one of you. Mwah.